Oh, mosquito bites. Hi, Bella. Want to come sit up here with me? I don't know how this will sound. But we're gonna try it.
It's time to help people customize.
Except for ads. That's what I don't like, is I don't like ads interrupting. I have a mosquito bite right here. It's itchy. Itchy. And I remember this particular one bit me last night. Who's all here? Lurkers? I had to get it myself a second cup of coffee because after my first attempt... Hello! I'm going to call you Reeves because I'm afraid I'm going to butcher the first part of your name. But I totally spilled my entire cup of coffee on the couch. I'm very sad. So I was trying to get the coffee soaked out of it. And it was on the floor too. My entire cup of coffee. Ugh. So I had to get another one. How are you doing? Have you been here before? I'm not recognizing the name. Is the music clear or is it muffled? Does it sound awful? I never know these things until I replay my lives and then I'm like, ooh, that sounded terrible or whatever. Khadija? Bella, you wanna come here? You wanna come here? I was gonna try and have the camera on my fish tank, but I had to use my laptop and my phone for that, and for some reason my phone was getting really hot, and I don't know why, and then it wanted to stop charging. Oh, well, welcome, welcome. Welcome to my channel. If you like animals, I have a lot of pets. So a lot of my videos, besides my devotionals every morning, and then some random other things thrown in, like walks or, you know, whatever, I do a lot of videos about my animals. I'm a big animal lover. I would have a rescue if I could. If I could have a rescue, I would have a rescue. Hey, H7! It's going alright. It's going alright besides my phone overheat. It's fine now. But I've already paid off half of my snake. So I put down the deposit. I had inquired about it. The breeder told me shipping. He told me the shipping amount and that the total cost for the snake was going to be $400. So the cost of the snake plus the shipping equaled into $400. And that the deposit to hold him is 25%, so $100. So I put down the 100, and then I went to the website, and he is on hold. It says hold on his picture. And yesterday I put down another 100, and so he's half paid off. He emailed me, said he got my payment, so I just have to do a couple more payments, and he's mine. He still won't ship until he's had his few meals, but if I get him paid off before that, he's just going to be shipped out as soon as he eats all his meals. So I'm excited. And I said to a friend of mine that I mentioned that you helped me out, and I said I feel obligated now to name him after you or whatever. So I was like, I could do like Polo or whatever, and she was like, I like that, so his name might be Polo. Unless I think of something else. I gotta turn my fan on. It's getting warm in here. Alright. I spilled coffee on the couch. I'm so sad. So now there's a blanket I'm sitting on. Yeah, it got approval. And I already used the money that you sent, since shipping was included in the price. When he said $400, I just used that already towards it. So I appreciate it. I really do. Anthony Chihuahua, good morning. I guess it's afternoon now. It's 12:30. How are you from Colorado? First time in. I work all week and rarely have YouTube time. So. Well, thank you for joining me. Yeah, I used to be a lot busier, so I was missing for a while, but now I've kind of changed my availability at work, so I'm home a little more often, get some stuff done here at home, and I wanted to get back into doing some stuff. I actually, like, last year or whenever it was, I had all the watch time I needed and then some. I didn't have enough subscribers, but I had all the watch time I needed, and now I'm like, I nosedived because I just kind of fell away, so I'm back to square one. Yes, I spilled coffee. It was full, and it's a big cup. And I spilled it all over the couch and on the floor. So I have a blanket I sopped up as much as I could with paper towel, and now I have a blanket folded that's like, I literally spilled it where I'm sitting. So, it's keeping me dry. But now my couch is gonna smell like coffee. Yeah, see, we were considered essential, which to some degree I think my corporate just wanted to be essential, but I work at a pet store. So when it came to being able to take care of your animals, I guess they considered that essential. So I worked through the pandemic as well. I did have to take some time off at the end of the year last year because I ended up coming down with COVID. So I was off work for a little bit. But yeah. Once I was feeling better, I was back at it. My hair is doing weird things. And then this year, a couple of months ago, I was off work again because I ended up coming down with shingles. That told me I was under a lot of stress. Yes, I am better now. After I finally had tested negative and I didn't have any other symptoms, I still had, besides a little bit of a cough, and I was short of breath. That was the only lingering thing. When I had more symptoms, I had the fever, the body aches, the whole 9 yards, congestion, cough, and just extremely tired. Like, I slept all the time. I could get up, go across the house, get something to eat, go back to my room or whatever, and I wore a mask when I went through the house because I didn't want anyone else to get it. My husband came down with it as well. And I had it worse than he did, but just walking through the house, I was like, okay, I'm ready for a nap. It was exhausting. Wow. My ex's father got it and ended up passing away. So great that she's still going. My ex's father was mid-60s. But yeah, it was awful. And then I went back to work, but I had them bring me back slowly because my job at the pet store, I'm in the kennel, so it's more physical than being a salesperson or a cashier, a lot more physical labor. And I would get out of breath and just like tire out really, really easy. So I was like, let's just kind of bring me back slowly. But the fan is blowing hair in my face. Okay. And then I got shingles, and they really wanted me, because it was terrible, because I felt fine other than the fact that I was in a lot of pain. And so I felt weird being at home. I'm like, why am I here? I don't feel sick. But I was in so much pain, I couldn't hardly move. And I have scars. Like, see, this is a scar from shingles. It was horrible. And I still occasionally have pain because it's a nerve pain, and sometimes nerve pain can last a lot longer once shingles is gone. But hey, Ashley. Thank you. But Yesterday we were talking. Was it yesterday? Was I live yesterday? It was yesterday? I forget. Was I live yesterday? I think I was. I'm losing my mind. But I put a deposit down. Maybe it was the day before yesterday. Was it yesterday? Put the deposit down on my snake. Then I made another payment. So he's half paid off. I'm excited. Scar medicine? Never thought about that. And I can actually, right here, I can feel where I used to have the rash. Same with right here and right here. I can still feel where it was on top of the scarring. But that, if you have the ability, if you've had chickenpox and you have the ability to get the shingles vaccine, I would do it. Because, shingles is not fun. Not fun at all. Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think it was yet, because I hadn't put any money down on them when I had gone live. I didn't think so. I put the deposit down on Monday, and then I made the second payment yesterday. So I'm halfway there, and I'll show you. You see that? It says he's on hold. That's my snake. On hold. So, I'm excited. But, yeah. And then once he's paid off and he's had the rest of his meals that he needs to have, he will... Are you leaving? Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I have two other ball pythons. I did have 3, but the whole reason I'm getting this one is because my stepson, who was living here for several months and being a deadbeat and being very toxic and everything, ended up stealing my youngest and fanciest ball python and sold her. So I've been really, really upset about that. And my husband said, get another ball python, and that's not going to make it better, because I'm bothered by the fact that I have no idea where she is and if she's being taken care of, because he wasn't going to care where she went. He just wanted money. So, this is my therapy. I'm buying another one. And when he's old enough, I have a friend who has several snakes, ball pythons and corn snakes, and he wants to breed. And mine can breed to his lemon blast female, and we can get some awesome morphs out of it. And since the male would be my snake, I would get half the clutch of babies, and I can keep what I want and sell what I want. So I'm excited. Thank you for stopping in, Anthony. It was good to see you, and I hope to see you again. Yeah, I have a lot of critters, so if you love critters, this is where to be, because I've got a lot. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I really hope he gets help. I really do. But I had told my husband he has to leave because he's not bettering his life being here. He's just being enabled to remain this way. So he left on Saturday. Hey, Mr. J. How are you doing? how is everybody? I can't believe it's Wednesday already, and I have to tonight. I have to fast tonight, like at a certain time. I have to have lab work done tomorrow, blood work and stuff. So I was told that I had to fast. So I'm not sure. They didn't tell me when I had to stop eating. I researched and there's either 8 hours or 12 hours. So I'm like, do I stop? My appointment's about 8:30 in the morning because I was like, I do not want to go all day not eating. So I don't know if I should stop eating by 8, like not have any snacks or anything other than water after 8, or wait until 8 hours before. I like to snack in the evening. But I'm not going to be able to tonight. And I don't like needles, and gotta go get labs done tomorrow. Labs and a physical. Yay me. Because I was due for my physical, and she was like, when was the last time you had labs done? So there's no special reason why I'm getting them done. She just asked, when was the last time you had labs done? And I was like, you know what? It's been a hot second. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. So she was like, well, that means it's time to do it. So, darn it. You went last week? Yeah, so I'll have to restrain myself. I'll eat enough for dinner that I won't feel the need to snack. That's what I'll do.
Download the DoorDash driver app and get started today.
And then yeah, I gotta do that. And then I gotta work Friday, and I have the option to go in earlier now to make sure that I can get more done. I can get the wall done faster. I can get more done in the day. But I'm already there for 12 hours. And I'm like, do I really want to go in earlier and add hours to my day? Sure, the money would be great. But I already, with 2 12-hour days in a row, am exhausted. I don't know if I want to go in earlier. There is another... If I was the only kennel tech working, I probably would. Hey, Gemma! Just so that it would allow me the extra time, but since there is another kennel person helping me Friday morning, she can go in early and get started, and then I can come in at my normal time and then jump in from there, because I really don't think I should have to go in and work more than 12 hours. I'm allowed to have water. That's at least the good thing, because they want you to be hydrated. It would be really, really difficult to draw blood when you're not hydrated, and hard to find a vein when you're not hydrated. So water is acceptable. But I'm doing all right, Gemma. How are you doing? So, that's what I think of, because, well, and then one of the managers had said to me, I noticed the last couple Saturdays the crickets haven't been getting cleaned out and the new ones put away. And I'm like, yeah, I apologize for that. I just haven't had time. Like, I may be there for 12 hours both those days, but I have so much to do. I'm like, Friday, he wanted to pull me off of kennel to do cashier one Friday. I'm like, that's a bad idea. I have too much to do. I can't do that. And I have so much to do on Friday, I don't get it all done. So I'm catching up on Saturday. I'm doing things Saturday that needed to be done Friday. So then some Saturday things don't get done. And crickets is one of them. And it was like, no worries, just make sure you get them in the future. And I'm like, I'm not purposely not doing them. If I had time to do them, I would do them. So it's not a matter of don't forget them. Oh, don't get them next time. Okay, I'll get them next time, but what do you want me to not do so I can do that? Because it's a matter of not having enough time, not the lack of desire to do them or that I forgot. So I'm like, there are other people that are working there. Someone else, if they have the time, can work on the crickets. They could have been done Sunday. They could have been done Monday. Nobody's done them. So, help me out. I'm one person. Oh, you were ill. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad you're feeling better. So, but I also was told by a different manager that crickets are being pulled from the kennel anyway, so it's not going to be my responsibility anymore, which, yay. Because I just don't have the time. I'm like, I'm already there 12 hours each day, and I don't have time. Where would you like me to add an hour or two to do this? It's not happening. Someone else can do the freaking crickets. Oh, you had the vaccine? It made you ill. I'm sorry. I had my first vaccine a little over a week ago, I guess. Maybe 2 weeks ago. It just hurt my arm, basically. My arm was sore. That was about it. On the 11th, I have to get my second dose. I'm getting the same brand that my family got, and they said that at most their arm hurt and they were extra tired after the second dose. So I'm expecting to be tired, but and then once I'm done with that, 2 weeks after my second dose, I'll be able to cross the border and see my family. That's the main reason why I'm doing it, is because I can't cross the border to go and visit them if I'm not vaccinated. So wow. Well, I'm sorry that it made you ill. That's sad. Hey, Miss Southern Belle. Thank you. I rearranged the furniture yesterday. See, I'm sitting in a different spot than I was on Monday. The couch used to be over there. I've moved it. The chair was sitting over here. Now it's where the couch was. I do that every now and again. I'm like, you know what? I just want to make this room look different. It also allows me, when I move it, to get all the ginormous dust bunnies that are underneath, and like any dog toys or cat toys that have made it underneath that have gotten lost. I find treasures when I move the furniture. Excuse me. I'm trying to decide, because I think I'm going to go for a walk today. I don't know if it's going to be the nature walk or a regular walk, but I was going to see about doing it live. I just don't know how well my signal will hold out. I wouldn't mind doing the nature walk live. But again, am I going to get a signal in all those trees? I don't know. I don't know. And for some reason, my Wi-Fi is not connecting to my phone, so I'm using the towers, but like data. But I don't understand why my Wi-Fi is turned on my phone, but it's not connecting. And it's not my router because my laptop is connected, or I wouldn't be talking to you right now. So I don't know what's going on. I've restarted my phone. Sometimes that makes a difference. But it doesn't want to, since yesterday, it hasn't wanted to connect, and I don't know why. Hey, Angel! How are you doing? Maybe because I'm linked to you somewhat because I visit your husband. Your husband is Scrap Dog, right? Yeah, I visit Scrap Dog all the time. So, boyfriend, right? Not husband. But it's good to see you. Gotcha. So maybe that's why. It was fate. It brought you. See, I did turn it off, like I mean, I guess to put the password back in, but I turn off the Wi-Fi, and then when I turn it back on, it doesn't even pop up as an option to connect to my Wi-Fi. That's what's weird to me. I've restarted the phone, I've turned the Wi-Fi on, I've turned the Wi-Fi off. Like right here, see it's hit, but I don't have, like over here, it just has 5G, and then I turn it off, and nothing changes. Turn it back on. It doesn't pop up as an option for me at all. I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, salsa. Your homemade salsa from the garden. The garden looks awesome. It really does. I remember the first time I visited his channel, and it was like, it almost looked like the garden was just beginning. And now it's just like overflowing with goodness. I had peppers growing in the house, and the wind blew them off the windowsill, and now they're dead. I was very unhappy about that. But I need to do, I want to try a fall garden, I guess. Something that I could grow in the fall. I grew pumpkins last year, this year, and I grew too many. I had pumpkins coming out of my eyeballs. Didn't do any, they just take over, but I might do one plant maybe. One pumpkin plant that'll have several pumpkins on it. I have a loofah gourd that I wanted to try, but when I tried germinating the loofah gourd, it didn't. So I want to try that again. It takes about 100 days from planting to harvest. So that should work. That should work. You're watching dirt. He makes it too spicy. Well, he needs to do a mild one for you. I'm more of a mild salsa myself. See this right here? I have a bamboo plant in my beta tank. I love it. It just sits in the water, and it's been sprouting bigger leaves on it. Like they were tiny on one part of it. It was like really, really small, and now they're bigger, so it's working. It's working sitting in the fish tank, and he likes to swim around it. No way. Hey, Mr. Doughboy. How are you doing? It's my first bamboo plant, so I was curious to know, like, I'm like, I don't know how to take care of this, but it says to, like, you can submerge it in water, so I did, and it's doing good. But I'm excited to get my snake. He's gonna be so little. And it's gonna be the first male I have, because Aside from my bearded dragon. My bearded dragon is a boy, but all my snakes are girls. My leopard gecko is a girl. I was surrounded by female reptiles. And so I'm purposely getting this particular ball python as a male. I'm excited. And males don't grow as big as females either. So I could go for a smaller one. Unacceptable. Yeah, he's a pretty snake. I have most of my ball pythons. Well, I have 2 ball pythons now, and they're normal. They're not any special morph or anything like that. Oh, look, you gotta see this. I held a duck yesterday for my first time holding a duck. It's a friend of mine. It's her duck. Look at that. He's huge. He's about 5 or 6 years old. He's a huge duck. And he's so soft. He's so soft. I like laid my head on him. His name is Nunchuck. But yeah, I'm just like, I was like, I have to hold this duck. Thank you, Mr. J. And he runs around in the backyard and has a lot of fun. I was going to show you the snake, but I got distracted by the duck. Okay. And here he is again, resting his head on her shoulder. He gives like hugs. Love him. He's so soft. I just kept like doing this in his feathers. Okay. Snake. Whoops. Here he is. That's who I'm getting. He's on hold for me. Yeah, isn't it a big duck? He's about 5 or 6 years old, she said. And his name is Nunchuck. And they did have another one. His brother, I guess. But he passed away several months ago. Hey, Virginia. Welcome, welcome. But I was like, I've never held a duck before. I've never touched a duck before. So I was like, it sounds weird, but I want to touch the duck. So she was like, let's go get him. She brought him into the house. Bumblebees do look really soft. Soft and fuzzy. But yeah, I wouldn't touch them either. I've wanted to, I've played around with the idea of actually keeping bees, but I can't on my property because we live too close to the street. You have to be further away from the street on all sides. And I would love to have a duck too, but you have to be outside city limits. Or chickens. We'd love to have chickens. Lay our own eggs, but can't do it inside city limits, so. Oh no! I'll have to visit one of her videos and leave her a comment. That's so sad. I should probably let the dog in. She's been out there for a good hot minute. Be right back. I'm gonna let the dog in. Hopefully she doesn't spill this cup of coffee that I've already spilled a cup of coffee.
Are you ready to come in? Been out here for a while, huh? Yes. There you go. There you go.
Alright. Dog in the house. The cats I think are upstairs. They don't like to be out and exposed when the dog is in the house because she chases them. You have chickens? I'm jealous. I'm jealous. All the other animals, besides the dogs right now, and my leopard gecko, and my fish, all my other animals are upstairs. If you haven't watched the last video that I posted on Ivy, she had her first outdoor experience on Monday, and she had so much fun romping through the grass. Oh my goodness, she is hilarious when she's excited. She doesn't know what to do with herself. She's just like hopping all over the place, and it was killing me. I was laughing. She just had so much fun. So I'm thinking, because the friend that has the duck, she also had a ferret. His name was Cosmo, and she would bring him to the park, and he'd run around in the grass. He knew where the park was near the house, so he would literally walk there. She wouldn't even carry him there or have it. He would walk there himself. He knew where it was. And he would go down the slide, like the playground equipment. He would go up the ladder and down the slide. And you are going to bump into the tray, Brinley. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. You say hi. Say hi. He would slide down the slide, and he'd hit the ground, and he'd run around and go back up and do. I want to bring her and see how she likes the playground. Hi. This is Brinley. She's a handful. Hi, baby. Thank you, Virginia. So you can't pet Frank anymore? Oh, that's funny. My husband, before he goes to his next job, he's away right now, but when he goes to his next job, he's going to have to shave. He has a goatee, like, you know, right there, and he has to shave it off. I'm like, wow, you're going to look like you have a baby face, because he hasn't been missing that facial hair in years. He's going to look weird. Hi, Brinley. You want to say hello? Say hello. Say hello. She's very mischievous, gets herself into trouble a lot. What are you doing? You smell the coffee on the couch. Is that what it is? She is. She's checking out. Like, it smells on here. She is half American Bulldog, a quarter German Shepherd, and a quarter Staffordshire Terrier. So she's a mutt, but she's my mutt, right? And in September, she will be 5 years old. She was born right before she's decided she's going to play now. Right, look! Stop! Right before Labor Day. You got your Kong. That's technically Bella's Kong, but whatever. That's another thing, too, that my ferret has her own little Kong. She loves it. I put freeze-dried minnows in there, and she plays with that Kong. She loves it. She has a few dog toys. She has a few cat toys. Anything that makes noise, squeaks or jingles, she likes it. And you would kill her if you had the opportunity. She is a nice dog. She keeps me safe because she scares people. She's very friendly. The worst she would do is jump on you and lick you to death. Right? But she's got a very vicious sounding bark. So she scares people. So when she's out front or barking at the window, she keeps people away because they don't know that she's not friendly. You had two Akitas. Akitas are so gorgeous. she was the cutest little squirt when I got her. I'm gonna show you. She is just the cutest little thing. I fell in love with her. I was like, we can't not get this dog. She was so stinking cute. Let's see. I've got so many pictures. It takes me a minute. I'll have to show you my bearded dragon again one day because he's getting huge. I used to be able to hold him like this and you wouldn't be able to see him, like put my hand around him. Can't do that anymore. He's big. Let's see. Looking for the puppy picture. I've got so many. So many pictures. Let's see. Remy's up there squawking. Looking, I'm looking, I'm looking. She was so stinking cute. Irresistibly cute little pupper. Let me see. I need to, like, go through some of this and decide what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep. Oh, this is when my beardy was tiny. Look how tiny he was. He's not that tiny anymore. Alright, Angel. Thanks for stopping in. Have a great day. Say hi to Frank for me. Alright. Looking. I will come across it here sooner or later. Oh, this is the snake my stepson stole. Looky. Hello. Hello. Peekaboo. Let's see. Wow, I save a lot of stuff. I'm a picture hoarder. Picture hoarder. Come on. Where is this picture of you, Brindley? It's here, I know it is. I know it's here. I'm getting dizzy by running this all down like this. Giving myself motion sickness. There's probably an easier way to find the picture, but I never do things the easy way. Wow, I'm coming across pictures of my baby hamsters that I had. I am definitely a picture hoarder. Sounded like somebody was at the door. There she is. I found it. Look at that face. How can you not bring that home? She was so stinking cute. What happened to her? Loved it, loved it, loved it. My baby girl. She went from that to that.
Just show us where to unlock touch-activated scent technology. Hours or even days later.
She's still cute. She definitely is still cute. But do I still have people here? Bore you all to death looking for that picture? It's been almost an hour, but yeah, I think I might try and do a live on a walk. Maybe today. I'm not sure. We will see how it goes. Yeah, you want to keep your memories. You want to keep, like, where do I store them all? In the digital age, where do you store them all where you're not going to run out of memory? And then you got to search through them. To find what you want. Stabbed me with her toenail. Right in the nerves, like right. Ow! My whole hand aches now. That nail goes in the right place. Yeah. You want to say hello? Say hello, everybody. She's chewing on her Kong. Mr. J is still here. Oh, good girl, huh? Oh, yeah? I groomed my friend, the friend that has the duck. She has a poodle puppy, and he had his first groom yesterday with me. His body doesn't look spectacular. She didn't want him real short, so I did what I could for a moving around puppy. But she wanted his face shaved, so his face wasn't fluffy. And that totally just changes his look when his face is short. So he is incredibly cute now. Let's see. Because I know she posted on Instagram his cuteness. But I can't find it right now, as usual. Maybe I can look it up. Milo. His name is Milo. Ah. That. No, no, no. Get. Milo the poodle. So here, he was falling asleep while I was trimming his face. Oh, like the hair around his... He was falling asleep. Like, it's so funny. But it was time for him to get his face shaved. She didn't like that it was getting too fluffy. Look at this. She spoils this little dude. Look at him. He's so cute. Yeah, my mom still has like stacks of photo albums. I have a few that are upstairs on the bookshelf, but she has stacks. I can't remember the last time I printed out a picture. Well, I guess it would have been back when I had a really good camera and it wasn't digital. It was 35 millimeter, so I had to actually go and get my pictures developed. So I have them upstairs in an album. I want the same quality camera in a digital form now, though. One of my favorite things to do is take scenery pictures and have a good camera to do it, which is what I used to do, and I've got some of those things up in my photo album. Yeah, isn't he cute? He's so cute. Right now he's like a little 4-pound poodle. He's adorable. He gets spoiled rotten. She takes him through drive-thrus all the time when she gets coffee, and he gets little pup cups. And oh, she's got a diaper bag for him. A stroller. I have a stroller, so, you know, I guess I spoil too, but she's got a diaper bag for him and clothes for him, and she's got clothes for her cats too. So she's got like a little tiny closet for all her animal clothes that are hanging up, and she's a hoot. I love her. Hey Dawn, long time no see. How are you? But yeah, I think I want to try and take Ivy to the playground and see how she likes that. Let's see. She definitely liked romping around in the grass the other day. So maybe she'll like to go down the slide. A little slide, not a big slide. I don't want her to like catapult off the end of it. Hey, Susan. I'm doing all right, Dawn. I'm doing all right. It's been rough. It's been rough, but I'm still here. Yeah, I don't want to put Ivy down a big slide because I don't want her to get so much speed that she flies off the end and hurts herself. Little slide. But
Hey, what you doing, huh? You say hi to the people? Say hi. Say hello. Say hello. It's like, but I'm busy, Mom. I'm busy chewing on my tongue. Right? What is in your mouth? You've been eating grass?
All my babies are doing good. Yep, everybody's doing good, except for my one snake that's gone. I don't know where she is and if she's okay. Bothers me. But, yep, and I've got, I'm getting another snake and he's half paid off. So when I get the rest of him paid off and he's had the rest of his meals, required meals, he will be shipped to me. No, she didn't get out. It was my youngest ball python and my stepson stole her. He stole her and sold her. So I have no idea where. And if they're taking care of her or what. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I was out of town and he took her. He no longer lives here. He was taken back on the weekend to Tennessee. My other snakes are still at my friend's house because once I discovered that she was gone, I removed the rest of my snakes so that he couldn't do it again. And the next day when I went to work, took my higher priced animals to work with me so that he wasn't here alone with them. Yeah, I'm still really angry about it. Still really angry about it. He was so desperate for money when he could be working and earning a paycheck. He'd rather just loaf around, have sponge off of people, and steal their stuff and sell it for money, which is what he did. He also stole money from my account a couple times. And I know it was him because there were 2 attempted ATM withdrawals, and in order to, he didn't know the PIN, so it didn't work. But in order to use the ATM, you have to have the card. Here's the kicker. I had the card in my wallet. So he had taken it at one point to try and use it, and when he couldn't get money out of the ATM, he used it as a credit a couple of times, but then he put the card back in my wallet. So, you just made it obvious that it's you. So yeah, I told my husband he has to get out of this house. If he doesn't go, I go. So, there's been a lot of tension around here. But he's gone now. And, when I get my snake enclosures cleaned, I want to clean them out and make them all fresh for them. I'm going to bring them back. They're at a friend's house right now, safe and sound. But yeah, it never dawned on me when I went out of town that I had to worry about whether my animals were still going to be here when I got back. But apparently it became an issue. So not going? Is that a typo? Yeah. It never dawned on me. Like, I was worried about other valuables. I started locking up my wallet when I was home, and if I didn't have it on me for whatever reason, I would go and lock my wallet up in our lockbox and other valuables I locked up. But it never dawned on me that I had to worry about my animals. And I got back from out of town and I had gone into the animal room and he didn't even make it look like she just escaped. The lid was on, the hide was turned over, things were rearranged like someone was looking for her. She can't turn her own hide over, so she was removed from her tank. And, like, making it obvious. So, and I wanted to confront him, but my husband said absolutely not because he would have worried for my safety. But he also was going to do the confronting when he was bringing him back to Tennessee, and then he didn't do it. So, he got to leave without so much as a lecture about what he did. And that has also made me angry. Like, he should have at least been yelled at, you know. Not cool, dude. But not even a slap on the wrist for what he did. Just the fact that he's out of the house. My husband was like, he's out, he's gone, I just want to forget about it now and move on. And I'm like, well, that's not easy for you to say, except he didn't steal from you, he stole from me. And you didn't even, like, let him know how disappointed you were. See, I don't know. Like, he's not going to care about that. All he would have cared about is the money he was getting. So she could have gone to anybody. She could have gone to anybody. And I've seen so many neglected snakes working at where I work. I don't know. Like, it worries me that because I don't know where she is and if they're taking good care of her or not. And she's still a baby. So I gotta try and not think about it because I get too emotionally invested. Hey, baby. But yeah, so it's been a stressful time because it's not even tomorrow will be a week that I discovered she was gone. So it's still a fairly new, new and fresh in my mind. Anyway, I've been on for about an hour, and again, like I said, I might do a live when I go for a walk or whatever. I might try and go to the playground with Ivy and see how she likes that. Maybe let her run around in the yard a little bit. I gotta worry about hawks. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's, I think the whole thing behind it is that he wanted it for drugs. So, I was like, he can't stay here. He can't stay here. But he needs to get help. My worry now is that, I put it on my husband that he can't stay here. So, my worry is if something happens to him, if something bad happens to him, is my husband going to resent me? Is he going to blame me for making him leave? But he couldn't stay here. I said he needs help that we can't provide him. And now, he started stealing from me. So I was like, this, I'm just worried now. Because now there's tension between me and my husband. But I'm just like, I need to know that you are not going to hold this against me. Because I put my foot down. I literally said, he has to go or I'm moving out. That's how desperate I was becoming. about the whole situation with him being here. So it sucks. Yep. Hawks are, I mean, I get it, they need to eat, but not my babies. You are very intently chewing on my conch. Are you destroying it? No, it doesn't look like it. Anyway, I think I am going to go ahead and end it here. And if I do go live later on a walk or whatever, or if I go for a walk, yeah, see, and that's what I was thinking too. And you know, because at one point he said, like, I was pressuring him to, you know, get rid of him or whatever, and I'm like, no. And then I threatened him with leaving. I said, I'm not threatening you. I'm telling you this is how I feel. Like, my mental health was shot. But, yeah, when I don't feel comfortable in my own house, this is the first time, well, this week has been the first time that I've sat in my living room in the middle of the day. Because while he was here, I didn't. So now I finally have my house back. My dog missed me. She would sit outside my bedroom door. Yeah. You're happy now that I'm in the middle of the house, huh? So, yeah, it's been really stressful. Plus, my husband is always out of town for work, so I'm like, it's not even fair. He's your son, and you're not here. I'm the one dealing with this. So, anyway, if I decide to go for a walk and bring Ivy to the park or whatever, I'll try and go live, see if I get a signal. If not, maybe another time, but yeah. So, hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I will talk with you later.